Hello and welcome back to Champions and Beyond. In today's video we're heading back to Precon Corner, where we're going to take the Captain America pre-constructed leadership deck against the Green Goblin with the Mutagen formula scenario. Now we're not using the recommended modular set. What we're using instead is the Mess of Things modular set. So let's get to the table. Let's see how we get on. Okay, so we've added the Goblin Thrall in as our opening minion as part of setup. We are going to draw our opening hand. Hawkeye so early. Right, we're going to discard 3. Draw up 3, we're going to search for our shield, which was at the bottom of the deck. But we've already seen a lot of our allies. So, we are going to look at this. So I think we're going to start off, we're going to use 2 cards to play Hawkeye. So we get our discount because of Living Legend. Hawkeye will come in with 4 arrow counters. It's going to help us deal with any Goblin minions as and when they come in. We are then going to flip up. And we're going to use Fearless Determination, which will draw us a card. We then have the Power of Leadership to play Wonder Man. And we have Mockingbird to play the Shield. So we are going to punch for 1 and punch for 2. With Hawkeye and Captain America. Takes a damage, and we're going to take out the Thrall. We're going to leave the 2 threat on for now. We don't have a card to discard to make the most of Wonder Man. And we don't have any cards left to ready up. So that is going to be it for turn 1. We're going to draw back up. And no shield block, but we've got Agent 13 to help deal with some threat. So we're going to add 1 threat onto the main, taking it up to 3. Green Goblin is going to attack us for 2 plus a boost. We're going to take this one to the face for 3 damage, knocking Cap down to 8. But because of the shield, we will retaliate 1, knocking Green Goblin down to 15. We get our bad card, which is Man Out of Time. So before we actually deal with that, we should have added an additional threat onto the main, taking that up to 4 because of Green Goblin's response. We'll then deal with this one, so we are going to flip down and exhaust, get rid of Man Out of Time out of the game. So we can now make the most of our ability and pay a double to put in Agent 13. Agent 13 will remove 2 threat and then thwart for 2, so removing all the threat. think I'm going to spend 2 cards to play Avenger's Tower. And I think what we're actually going to do is stay down for a turn. So we're in control of threat. Yeah, why not? Draw up our hand of 6 cards. So we're going to add 1 threat onto the main. Green Goblin is going to scheme for 1+1, so for 2 more threat. Go back up to 13. We then get a bad card, which is going to be... Okay, so Wicked Ambitions, so we are going to discard 2 cards. The Goblin Thrall is going to come into play. We're not going to take the damage, but Hawkeye is going to fire an arrow and put 2 damage straight into the Goblin Thrall. So we go back to our turn. So what we're going to do, we're going to spend an Avengers Assemble. We don't need that just yet. We're going to play Steve's Apartment. We are going to use Steve's Apartment to heal 1 and draw a card. Taking us up to 9. We are going to flip up. We're going to use Fearless Determination to draw a card, and we get +1 thwart. We are going to put Honorary Avenger onto Agent 13, giving her an additional life. We are going to spend 3 resources, including a physical, to do a heroic strike, which will deal 6 damage, bringing him down to 9. And most importantly, we are going to stun Goblin. Hawkeye is going to punch once again and knock out the Goblin Thrall. And then Captain America will thwart for 3. Just keep that down. Now we're going to ready up. And draw up. Ooh, okay. That's quite an interesting hand. So we're going to add 1 threat onto the main. Right, so we added 1 threat. We don't get attacked because Green Goblin is stunned. We get our encounter card, which is Death from Above. So Green Goblin is going to attack us for 2 at the minute. Because it's... No, sorry, for 3 at the minute. He's on 2 +1 for his stage number. We're going to defend this one. And he attacks for 4, which will deal 1 damage to Cap. And put 1 threat onto the main scheme. And that is our turn. Back to our turn, should I say. We're going to start off, we're going to strengthen numbers, exhausting all 3 allies and drawing 3 cards. We're then going to spend our 2 double resources to play Avengers Assemble and ready up all of our characters, giving us +1 to their stats. Now, I don't want to use Hawkeye just yet, so I think what we're going to do, we're going to do some cycling. We're going to strengthen numbers again and draw 1 card from Hawkeye. We'll do our Super Soldier Serum. Did I? I didn't. His other attack, he should have taken a point of retaliate damage. So, Agent 13 is going to thwart and clear the threat. We are going to spend 2 cards to put in our Super Soldier Serum. We are going to throw a card away for Wonder Man to punch for 4. Bringing Goblin down to 4. Cap is going to punch for 3. Bringing Goblin down to 1. We're going to flip down to Alter Ego and heal 1 and draw a card with Steve's apartment, taking us back up to 9. We get his helmet. I think we'll discard the helmet for now. So at the end of our turn, we're going to ready back up. And that is our final 6 cards. So we're going to shuffle and get our first encounter card of the turn. So Goblin's going to put 1 threat on the main. He's going to scheme for 1, 2. So back up to 3. We get our 2 encounter cards. The first is Tail Sweep. No attack was made this way. Scorpion isn't in play, so we are stunned. And our second card is a Mess of Things, which will actually come in with 4 threat because Cap is stunned. So, first thing we're going to do on our turn is heal 1, back up to 10, and draw a card. We are going to flip up to hero form. We are going to strengthen numbers. To draw 3 cards. We did get the Avengers Assemble, which is what I was hoping for. Now, we use our Avengers Tower, and because we started in Alter Ego, the Living Legend ability is a constant ability, so we still get the discount on an ally. So we bring Squirrel Girl in for free because of Avengers Tower and that discount. She is going to deal the 1 damage and knock Green Goblin into stage 2. Comes back in with 18 health. And we get 2 encounter cards. Now, we are going to spend 2 to put in another Super Soldier Serum. Squirrel Girl is going to punch for 1. Bringing Goblin down to 17. We are then going to spend 2 shield tosses and our 2 super soldier serums to do an Avengers. Oh, we will attempt to punch and get rid of our stun before we do that. Then we will do the Avengers Assemble and ready everyone back up. We are going to thwart for 3 and thwart for 2, which is slightly overkill, but we get rid of a mess of things. And that will knock out Squirrel Girl. She took 2 damage. That will put another damage onto Agent 13, but she has got the +1 life due to Honorary Avenger, so she's okay for a round. We're going to get rid of a Make the Call to allow Wonder Man to punch for 4. Bringing him down to 13. Still reluctant to finish off using up Hawkeye. He's got those arrows, so, and we've got a lot of cards coming at us this turn. So I'm going to punch for 3 with Cap, taking Goblin down to 10. We're going to hold on to the shield block. And draw back up. So we're going to add 1 threat onto the main scheme. Goblin is going to attack us. He still has an attack of 2, so attacks us for 2 plus nothing. We are going to shield block that, which will hit him with a retaliate. We're going to get our 3rd encounter card. So we get a Goblin Soldier who doesn't have guard or anything, but Hawkeye will fire another arrow. And do 2 damage to him. We then get Goblin Nation, which is going to come in with 2 threat on it. And then we're going to get an Assault. So, Goblin now has a base attack of 3. We are just going to take this one. So he's going to attack for 3. We get another Goblin Soldier. Has he got any? No, he hasn't. Right, so another Goblin Soldier, which Hawkeye will again ping for 2. So we deal 1 point of retaliate, and he deals 3 damage to us. So he's down to 8, we're down to 7. But none of this really matters if we can take him out. So we're going to start off, we're going to play Fearless Determination to draw a card. We are going to strengthen numbers all 3 of our allies to draw 3 cards. All the resource in the world and nothing to do with them. So we'll use the 2 Power of Leaderships to play Falcon. I think we can still finish everything off. yet to bring in Falcon, so we look at the top 3 cards. And there's 1 treachery in there, so he gets to remove 1 threat. We'll remove it off the side scheme. We are going to be super inefficient, but we will punch for 2 with Falcon onto Green Goblin. So take him down to 6. And we actually don't have enough to do it, I don't think. No, because we exhausted. So it doesn't matter anything that we lose that main scheme. We will go on to another one. So what we will do is we will punch for 2, we'll throw away a card, we'll ready up, we'll punch for another 2, and then we will flip down to Alter Ego, leaving Goblin on 2 health. We will draw a card and heal 1 with his apartment, taking us back up to 8. And we will ready up. So now everything's going to pop, because what have we got? 4 on the main already? 4 on the main already. Pops at 7, so we add 1 on. We then add 1, 2, 3, which will pop it. So we go on to the second stage. So we lose at 11, it comes in with 4. Both of these add a single threat on, so we're up to 6. I didn't draw up. So they've schemed, he's schemed. We get our bad card, which is Gang Up, which will surge into another Goblin Soldier, which Hawkeye will use his final arrow, getting our maximum use out of Hawkeye. To deal 2 damage to him. We are going to heal 1 damage when it's back to our turn. Go back up to 9 and draw a card. We are going to flip up. We're going to Fearless Determination to draw a card. We are going to strengthen numbers. 3, 4 to draw 4 cards. Now let's see from here if we can clear the board. So Cap is going to thwart for 3 off the main, bringing the main back down to 3. We are going to spend, again, 2 doubles to do an Avengers Assemble to ready everyone back up and give +1. So Agent 13 will thwart the rest off the main. Taking her out. Falcon punch out one of the goblin soldiers. Giving himself an additional damage. We will spend Make the Call to allow Wonder Man, who I've missed putting an additional consequential on because that should be his third, I think. Knock himself out. I'm sure I've used him 3 times now. To knock out another goblin soldier. We'll use strength, and we started an alter ego to get the discount to bring in Mockingbird. Mockingbird will stun and deal 1 damage to the final goblin soldier. Hawkeye will then knock himself out. Punch for 2 and take out the goblin soldier. We didn't quite have all the resources, but what we could do is thwart to get rid of the side scheme. Throw away a Quinjet to ready. We can then spend 3 resources, including a super soldier serum, to heroic strike. We won't stun, but he's now on -5. We can then punch for another 2. He's on -7. So there we go. Captain America leadership easily defeating the Green Goblin and his plans to infect New York City with his mutagen formula. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my content. If you do, please like the video and consider subscribing to my channel. It really helps me out. Until next time, happy gaming.